It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat DiSabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat DiSabato from the Southtown Star newspapers, and we are at Stagg High School, 111th and Roberts Road in Palos Hills. Got a big Stagg show for you today, folks. First guest, boys basketball coach John Daniels. 11th season for Big John over here at Stagg. Chargers are sitting 15-5 overall, 4-3 in the Southwest Suburban Blue Conference. So we'll talk all things Chargers with Coach Daniels. And then after that, we're going to have on one of his players, Max Strus, senior, 6'5", one of the best offensive forces in the area, averaging 19 points and some change on the season. 3-year varsity guy, man, outstanding player, and he's going to go down when all is said and done as one of the program's greatest players. So that's saying something. With kids like Jeff Clemens, Jeff Miller, this program has developed some really fine talent. So we're going to talk to Max Strus as well. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed that Super Bowl. We are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. I ate a lot of pizza on Super Bowl, man. I got to hit the track, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. We return. Coach John Daniels, Stagg Boys Basketball, will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a pepperoni sausage, green peppers and onions. Don't forget the extra cheese, large pizza. Oh, by the way, I also make house calls. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals by growing your money with My Green Checking. Interest checking with no minimum balance and no monthly fees. To learn more, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. And we give on Stagg Boys Basketball coach, good friend of ours. I think you're on every year, Johnny Daniels. What's happening, man?
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on board again. 15-5 on the season. So how would you rate this season so far, Johnny?
It's been a great season. It's far from over. I mean, we still have another 4 weeks left. But, you know, it could potentially be one of the best in school history.
Yep.
You know, and, you know, we've had 3 21 teams, and obviously that's one of our goals to become the 4th and the 5th in school history. So that would be nice. This is our 50th year here at Stagg, so it'll be a nice way for our 50-year anniversary here to get another 21 team.
That'd be sweet, man. And I know talking to you about prior to the season, you know, you had some concerns about this team, but I mean, are you surprised? 15-5, someone had told you before the season started, hey, you're going to be 15-5 after 20 games. What would your response have been?
I'd been pretty happy, yeah. And we had a rough summer, and we had some injuries, and we've had some role players really do a great job. Anthony Gardner, Nick Sims, Sebastian Kolpeck. I mean, kids just do a great job rebounding, playing defense, handling the pressure, and you know, being great role players for our teams. And they've really stepped up.
Yep, and you've needed that because you do have the big three.
Right.
I mean, Max Strus and Jeff Gorel, Kevin White. I mean, how would you rate their season so far?
They're having a great year. I mean, it's been up and down. I mean, if you look at the games that we lost, our 5 losses, we had some struggles, and we played some good teams that took advantage of some things. But, you know, in order for us to be successful, all 3 have to be part of it. Yep. You know, it's difficult for just one of them to carry us. I mean, so it's helpful to have 3 kids that can score, because it allows us to take advantage of matchups, especially with Max, and we can go big and small with him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with these guys. You know, some kids you see, you know, their best years are sophomore year or their junior year, and they become a little stagnant. Where it seems like these three kids, and Goro's only a junior. I mean, they've progressed, they've developed, and they've gotten better every year, man.
That's coaching.
That's coaching.
To say that to make sure my AD is happy with me, right?
It is, man.
It's our staff. I mean, one of our reasons we're successful is I got great assistants, and we got Mike Sabelli, who's a guards coach, Brian Berg, Ray Milness. I mean, they do a great job with the bigs and the guards, and we're constantly working on fundamentals. And in the off season, in the summer, we had 25 days of contact. We try to take advantage of those.
Yeah.
And a lot of our kids play 3 sports, 2 sports. So, you know, we try to take advantage of the time we do get with working on things that they can improve individually and then improve as a team.
And Milness is a Stag guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that name. I remember Ray. And I know one of the major concerns for you going into the season was a lack of height. So how do you overcome this, man? I mean, win 15
our system
games.
does. I mean, we try to run teams off the boards. We try to make it so their big doesn't become as big part of the game, because we try to get them going up and down the floor. We try to get a shot off in the first 10 seconds. So we want to try to make their big run from rim to rim. We try to attack them off the dribble. Try to make them defend on the perimeter. We basically try to take their big as much out of the game as we can, so it doesn't become as big of a factor. We didn't do a good job against Lake Forest, but we've had some success taking the bigs out of the game.
Yep. And as you look at this team, well, where do you see points that they need to improve upon?
Well, defense. I mean, I'm going to put my
You're a
coach's head
stickler,
right.
man. You're a
Yeah. This is
stickler.
probably one of the worst defensive teams we've had.
Really?
Well, they know it. They hear it all the time. You know, so we have philosophy of forcing the ball a certain direction. We don't always do it. You know, we had some breakdowns this past Friday against Joliet, and unfortunately, when you have those breakdowns defensively, sometimes you get in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Because you're not in the right position to help defensively, and you get caught reaching or out of position. And you know, we want to avoid fouls as much as possible, especially on our 3 scorers. So defensively, we have to do a better job of forcing the ball the direction where we can control it, because we're not as fast as our opponents, so we just try to control where the ball goes.
Yeah. I'll tell you, there's a fine line, because you know you guys like to play up tempo, get it down court, like you say, but when the shot is being launched from the opponent, you know, and kids are taking off, right, trying to get that transition going, and that causes a lack of defense, right, because they're not crashing the boards.
Well, right. Well, the defense ends with the rebound.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, even going in tomorrow night with home Flossmoor, that's the number one key, is us making sure that they don't get second opportunities. So yeah, it's a fine line, because you're trying to teach them to go and run, but you also got to make sure that we get that board first and we don't get out too early.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So with all that being said, well, what do you think this team is capable of achieving? I mean, conference-wise, what are you guys, 4-3 in conference?
4-3 in conference. You know, Bolingbrook 7, and also, you know, a conference championship would be a tough thing at this point. But you know, I'd really like to finish in the top 3 conference. I mean, in our conference, I think that's a great accomplishment. This will be our in the last 10 years, it would be our 9th finish in the top 3 in the league, which I think is a good goal.
Here, I can tell you that.
For sure. You know, for sure. You know, 20 wins would be, like I said before, would be a nice goal for the kids. But you know, again, getting back to the regional, trying to sneak a regional championship out. You know, maybe get a good seed, which would make things a little bit easier. But I think with the way we can score and with the way we get up and down the floor, we're not a team that some teams want to face in the state playoffs. Because if we get hot, you know, I think we could definitely cause problems for some of the better teams in our sectional.
And speaking of that sectional, when you see this thing, what you know, we got to keep it G-rated here, okay? Maybe PG. But when you see the list of teams that are in the sectional, the Whitney Youngs and you know, Curie, right? I mean, you got you know, it's just
a great opportunity.
St. Rita.
Yeah. I just wish this state would keep it consistent. Every year we change sectionals.
Yeah.
Last year we're in the South. 2 years ago we're in the Chicago. 3 years ago we're in the South. 4 years ago we're in Chicago. The last 5 years we've been in a different sectional every year, and it's hard to build a non-conference schedule and build things, and because you want to get those sectional games so you get the seeding. And but you know, in terms of this sectional, it's very challenging. I mean, you got probably some of the best teams in the state.
Some of the best players in the country.
Right. Well, yeah, you got a couple lottery picks.
Yep.
So I mean, it's going to be it'll be a great challenge for us. But again, you know, I think we're definitely a team that can sneak up on somebody.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
So
I mean, in terms of a seed, what do you see? I mean, what are you guys hoping for? Are you trying like a 5-6 maybe?
I definitely think we're deserving of 5-6.
Yeah.
You know, you got the big 4, but I mean, when you go after that, I mean, our season's been better than De La Salle. I definitely think we deserve a 5 or a 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in terms of the program, as you mentioned, I mean, you guys won 20 games, shooting for a 421 season. This is your 11th season as head coach. What's been the key to being able to sustain the success? I mean, those days of the 6 and 20s are long gone in the rearview mirror, man. You've been able to maintain this 15, 21 season situation. So, what has been the key for this?
The political answer, I don't want to make it the political answer. I will say our administration's been great. I mean, Bob Fabrizio is our athletic director. He's retiring this year.
Yeah, he's a great
He's been a tremendous boss. And when I left York, I looked at 4 or 5 jobs, and one of the reasons I chose Stag over the others was Bob. And the opportunity to come here and know I could run my system, make sure that the players understand discipline, responsibility, but expectations. We use the term expectations a lot. You know, we talk about it with the way they should be in the classroom, the way they should act in the hallways, and what they need to do on the floor, and then understanding roles. And we got great kids. And the kids work really hard, and they, as you said, they get better. They make a commitment to the school, and we're fortunate. We got great kids, and you know, it's a great position to be in.
And speaking about Fabrizio, Stag fans, on a text poll question after we have Max Strus on, it's Bob Fabrizio related. So stick around for that, man. Little Stag, Bob Fabrizio action.
We're trying to talk him out of retiring.
You'd like to have him a couple more years.
We got a kitty going right now to try to make it
happen?
Financially possible for him to stay.
I don't think he's going to go, though, man.
No.
He's not going to bite on that.
No, we're trying, though. We don't want to lose him.
You got a good Italian, man. That's an oxymoron. It's an Italian. He's a good guy, man. And it's going to be sad to see him go. But Terry Treasure probably is
Terry Treasure is our next
He's the guy, and he's a great guy.
Yeah,
man.
so we're excited about you know, again, a very person who's very supportive of the athletics and stands behind us, and he's very similar to Bob, and he's a person from the area, so he knows the kids we have, and he knows what we have to do to be successful, and we're very excited as a school to have him as our next athletic director.
All right, Big John. Thanks a lot, my man, for coming on board again. Good luck the rest of the season. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Folks, go to lisathomassalon.com. Plenty of specials we had. Hook up the high school kids. And we come back. We're going to have on Stag guard, forward, center. Man can play multiple positions here. Max Strus, so stay tuned.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're looking for delicious barbecue in the Southland, no one does it better than Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Stop in and try our mouth-watering ribs, tender piled high pulled pork sandwich with homemade chips, or a perfecta combo in our year-round indoor-outdoor patio. Having a special get-together, Bona Pit offers a party room for up to 100 people. Want to watch the big game? Fans can do so on one of our many flat-screen TVs and enjoy $10 domestic bucket specials every Sunday. Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. No one does barbecue better. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, all Stag Day. We're all about Charger Nation. Now we got on senior Max Strus. Max, how's it going, my man?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks for coming on board. 3-year varsity guy. 19 points a game, my man. 8 boards, 3 assists, shooting 82% from the free throw line, having a nice season. What's been the key to having this type of season in your development, man?
I think just growing over the summer, you know, just helps me out with matchups. They put a big on me, I can take them to the basket. They put a guard, I can post them up. Just makes me more of a versatile player, score from anywhere.
Well, and you talk about that growth spurt. You went from 6'1" last year, and now you're 6'5". I know what you're going to say, man, but what do you like most about your newfound height?
You know, just obviously, like I just said, just being more versatile. Just can do a lot more things with it. Dunking.
Come on, man. I mean, that's what you really like, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you got my assistant coach messing with me after that. Every time I go out for a dunk, he yells, "I like dunking." So he kind of messes with me about that.
But you do like it. It's nice to go up consistently. You know, there's no gray area anymore. You go up for a dunk, you're gonna make it. Except for I hear last week you botched one, huh?
Yeah, I missed an alley-oop, but
that doesn't count, man. Alley-oop doesn't count. We could pin that on the passer, right? That's all right. Your brother Marty, he played here, 6'10" guy, went to Lewis. You have a sister Maggie who I think she played basketball here for a couple years, but mainly a volleyball player. Now she's playing volleyball over at UIC. How much did an impact having two older siblings have on your game?
You know, just growing up watching them play, just wanted to be like them the whole time. You know, they play hard, hustle. You know, my brother's extremely hard worker. You know, he wasn't as talented as many others, but he worked for everything.
He's not as talented as you. You were going to say that, right?
No, I wasn't going to say that.
No, he's a different type of player, man. He was a big.
He's 6'10", so he grew in high school, and he just got used to being a big, and he worked for everything he had. My sister was extremely athletic. She might be the most athletic out of all of us. She chose to play volleyball. She's having a pretty good year at UIC. She likes it over there.
So big impact having two older siblings, huh? Man, show you the ropes a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, now college-wise, I know you've got some offers out there in Chicago State. You're looking at maybe following your brother's footsteps at Lewis, Lindenwood. I'm sorry, Ferris State, right? Yep. So when it all is said and done, what are you looking for that's going to say, hey, I'm going to come in here the next 4 years?
You know, just good coaching staff, someone I can get along with. I'm looking to play as a freshman, somewhere I can see myself getting minutes. Just like the school, probably close to home. That's a big factor. I want my parents to come watch me play.
Yep.
Just system type of play.
Something that's going to fit your skill set, mainly, right?
Yep.
You don't want to be reined in where you got to pass the ball 15 times before you launch a shot, right? You want to kind of a little bit up tempo, because that does fit your skills, man. You can get up and down the court. All right, and I know you are a basketball guy. You're very skilled, but you dabble in a little baseball, man. So I want a one-word response here, because last year, probably one of the greatest moments in Stag baseball history was when in the playoffs you beat Sandburg 4-2. Knocked them out of the playoffs, ended their season, and you were on the bump. You pitched. I mean, it was a brilliant performance. So one word, how would you describe that feeling, that final out, and you won the game 4-2?
Fun. It was just fun. You know, your rival playing Sandburg. It was good to get a win. Playing for a regional championship the next game against Providence. Unfortunately, we lost, but yeah, I have to say it was just fun.
Yeah.
Just playing.
No pressure, man. You were out there just having fun, loosey-goosey, and you baffled them. You baffled them, man. So you looking forward to baseball or what, this season?
I'm looking forward to it, but I want to finish out the basketball season.
Finish strong. How much fun has it been here, man, at Stag? 4 years?
I love it. Everything about it. Coaching staff has been great. Athletic director.
Academically, you got great teachers.
Everything.
Man, great facilities.
Yep. Everything
top-notch
about it.
place.
Just great school.
Yep. All right, well, Max, thanks a lot for coming on board, my man. It's been a pleasure covering you these last 4 years, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the bump. So no surprises, man. I hope you have a great end of this season in your career, and looking forward to watching you guys in the postseason, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, folks, we're going to go to an athletics timeout. Now remember, text poll question of the week, sponsored by Standard Bank. Chance to win a $50 gift card. Max Strus is eligible for this too. He could win the $50 gift card. Anybody from Stag. All right, it's got a Stag flavor to it. So stick around for that. Players of the week, coach of the week, all kinds of good stuff.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly, professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, I'd like to thank Stag Boys basketball coach John Daniels and senior guard forward Max Strus for being our guest tonight. All right, get out your cell phone, folks. Time for the Standard Bank text poll question of the week. Chance to win a $50 gift card. And like I said before, it's got a little Stag flavor. We're going to give you a little Bobby Fabrizio history question here, all right? All right. As we mentioned, Bob Fabrizio retiring at the end of the year. What local college baseball program, okay, did he head coach at before arriving on the high school scene? Okay? Not football. I'm saying baseball. All right? Text A for Illinois, B for Moraine Valley, C for Triton, D for UIC. All right, now text your answer to 708-365-8501. A, B, C, D. That's all you have to give me. Texter number 3 with the correct response, $50 gift card, compliments of Standard Bank. I'm a giver. All right, good luck. All right, let's go to the results segment of our show, sponsored by our good buddy Tom Mulvey at Athletics, Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy. All right. St. Rita 50, Brother Rice 35. Rice hung tough for a half, but dropped this one. Quinnigo, 19 points for Rice. For Rita, Vic Law, 15.7 boards. Treston Forbes, 10 points for the Mustangs. Thornton, they're on a roll, man. 77, Bradley 66. Had to go down to Bradley and win that. That's a tough road trip, folks. For Thornton, Justin Taylor, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Jamani Pierce, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Keandre Woods, 10 points for the Wildcats. For Bradley, Micah Bradford, only a sophomore, 21 points, 5 assists. Marion Catholic 57, Marist 44. Game I was at Friday night. For Marist, Jeremiah Ferguson 10 points, Brian Holland 9 points. For Marion Catholic, Josh Cohn 16 points, Tyler Eulis 15 points. Marist was out. Nick Wisher, I left a gaping hole inside, and Marion Catholic definitely took advantage. So Spartans are rolling, man. Mount Carmel 65, St. Joe's 58. Speaking of rolling, the Caravan are on fire. For St. Joe's, Glenn Watson, 22.6 rebounds. For Mount Carmel, David Nichols, 23 points. Christian Searles, 19 points for the Caravan. Ritchie 78, Crete Moniz 62. For Crete Moniz, Tyler Williams, 21 points. Brandon Johnson, 20 points and 11 boards. For Rich East, who is on a roll. They travel to Bloom Friday night. That's going to be a big Southland Conference contest. Nick Harden had 18 points, 5 assists. Quentin Moore had 16 points. And Calvin Harrington, 10 points for the Rockets, who are on fire. All right, Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Lincoln Way West bowler Josh Glover won the state championship over the weekend, rolling a state record 2,967, and he averaged 247 for the tourney. Mercy. I know technology is, enhanced scores in bowling, but that's getting it done, folks. So we're going to hook them up with a $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook, home of the world-famous Richie Burger. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. Let's stay on the bowling scene, all right, folks? We're going to give it to Lamont's Kyra Adziela. She led the Indians to the South Suburban Blue Conference Championship, winning top honors, all right? 1,256. Great job. We're going to hook up Kyra with a nice goodie bag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, locations in Tinley Park and Orland Park. And the Bona Pitt Coach of the Week, hooking up Mount Carmel boys basketball coach Mike Flaherty, local guy, doing a tremendous job with the Caravan, who have not lost. I think they got 5 or 6 game winning streak. Ever since Christian Searles' return from an injury, they've been on fire. So, all All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, little high, little tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style, only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is a place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bonapit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar or call ahead for pickup. Bonapit in Palos Heights. All right, folks, welcome back to the Coach's Corner show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, got a couple clips here for you, okay? A couple local girls who play on the Mission U12 girls hockey team. They went up to Canada recently, I think over the weekend, competed in the Silver Sticks tournament, all right? So, a couple of great goals here. All right, first girl, Abby Murphy of Evergreen Park, one of the top performers on U12 Mission. Watch this goal. And now our second highlight, Janelle Grabowski comes through, clutch goal in triple overtime. Check it out. All right, and I'd like to congratulate the U12 Mission on a great trip to Canada. All right, folks, have a great week. We'll see you next week.